So now, obviously, it's a growing movement within the industry,
Mm.
and there are crew members that are really working hard to push being sustainable. And
Yeah.
with, as we mentioned before, the ignorance around the impact of plastic, the crew members who are not exactly for it are creating
Yeah.
more difficult, like, yeah, just being more challenging with regards to putting people down
Mm.
or making them feel silly because they're trying to be eco-friendly. So what
Yeah.
are your suggestions around how do you manage that resistance?
So I think I've kind of built up a way to do it. I suppose like growing up, none of my friends were environmentally conscious, but for some reason I was. I assume it was my parents' influence. But from then, when I'm with my friends, if I see rubbish, I just pick it up, and it's just those planting of seeds ideas in people's mind.
Mm,
If you can do those little things, they kind of it's outside of the normal, and they'll wonder. It might be just a split thought, but they might go, "Oh, I wonder why she did that," or
mm,
"Yeah, that's plastic on the road." And then once you like zone into that, then you kind of notice everything else.
mm,
So once you start doing that, I find that people then follow suit. But so I would say to crew that are listening that find it hard to talk to, especially with the whole, it's not I suppose trendy or for guys really normal for them to be environmentally conscious. It might seem emasculating in somehow shape or form, but it's a problem that affects all of us on the planet. Like no one's excluded from this. So I I started on my yacht. My mate was who was very strong opinionated in like everything, and when I started, I didn't push that I'm environmentally conscious or I'd hated plastic or anything like that. I just kind of stayed mellow, and when I would see rubbish in the water, I would go pick it up. If I like, in by all means, I would either hop in the water or get out a net or something. I'd just pick it up. I had to because I was just
mm,
couldn't stand seeing it.
mm,
Um, and then without like, even if you didn't ask or anything, I wouldn't push it still. But then after a couple of times, he would go, "Oh, why'd you do that?" And I'd be like, "I just can't stand seeing plastic in the water." And
mm,
then from then, we both kind of created this bond about like plastic usage. And he would talk to me all the time about, "Oh, yeah, I didn't realize, like, once you zone in on it, I didn't realize how much plastic we actually use." And we then, when we were taking the trash out, we looked at how many garbage bins we actually get rid of. And he even came up with the idea of just consolidating the bins into one bin and reusing the bin liners and just things like that. So he changed from not even thinking about it one thought to the
mm,
end of the season being like so pro. And I
mm,
think it's a slow movement, and people generally don't like to be talked at or told things about unless they're interested in it. So I think if you can kind of create a point of interest and then educate them into it. So
mm.
whether it just be you using Glad Wrap alternative or doing something different, and then just be like, "Oh, I just wanted to save that bit of Glad Wrap," and then that might spark conversation in it, but you're not forwardly telling someone to change their ways. I don't think people react very well with that.